You know they ain't even got it like that. Say that again.
You think it's chilly in here at all?
Oh, it is. But I know why for the players. Yeah. Good evening and welcome to another Game on Sports Network production. You are watching Highland Park basketball. The 1-0 Scots, coming off a 61-56 victory over the Wiley Pirates, will host the 2-0 Allen Eagles. My name is Matthew Bryce. I will have your play-by-play and your color. And I say thank you for tuning in. And right now, you're listening to the National Anthem.
To Highlander Fieldhouse, Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, in the interest of good sportsmanship and fair play.
And after the National Anthem, we will have the starting lineups. I'll be back here at Game on Sports Network in just a moment. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your starting lineups for both Allen and Highland Park. You see Coach Peeler giving a pep talk to his starting five. This is another interclassification matchup between 5A Highland Park and 6A Allen. And Highland Park wanting to prepare and be as ready as possible for a tough district schedule. They played Wiley on Friday night where they won 61-56. And now they have 6A contender, Allen. At the tip-off circle, that's Will Saunders for Highland Park. For Allen, that's number 24, Tyson Chandler, the second. And yes, he is the son of 2011 NBA champion and former Dallas Maverick, Tyson Chandler Sr. Saunders, Chandler, tipping it off. You see Chris Martinez, the freshman, getting the start at point guard. He's going to do battle with Nehemiah Lawrence. Nehemiah Lawrence, one of the most feisty point guards in the state. Chandler and Allen winning the tip. And here comes Nehemiah Lawrence. Chris Martinez staring him down. Also getting the start in the backcourt, Cade Kaplan of Highland Park joining him. We talked about Will Saunders, the post. And Kenan Wyatt, the Cal Poly commit. And there's Lawrence right off, getting it started early for Allen with a 3-0 lead and a nice jumper. And there's Martinez getting the call from Wyatt. Kenan Wyatt right back to him. Wyatt also a captain for Highland Park. He's going to put up a three. Nothing doing, but Martinez following it up. Cannot finish. Chandler the second comes down with the rebound. Getting it over to his guy, Jacob Havalona. Lona with a nice feed. Nothing doing. Will Saunders a block. Chandler retaining possession. Shot out of the corner. Nothing doing. Rebound Highland Park. And on that rebound was number 5, Conrad Noble, the senior post. Shot out of the corner for 3 points. Nothing doing. That was Cade Kaplan, the senior guard, putting up that shot for Highland Park. Highland Park will retain possession. Allen leading 3-0, 6:49 to go in the first period. Martinez over to Noble. Noble to Saunders. Saunders to Wyatt. And right back to Saunders. Gives it right back to Wyatt. Wyatt on the move. Cutting to the basket. Finger roll.
Number 1, Kenan Wyatt.
Kenan Wyatt with 2 points. Allen leading 3-2. Here comes Nehemiah Lawrence. Challenging Martinez. Over to Chandler. And Lawrence going baseline. Martinez with him. Havalona over to Chandler the second for 3. And good.
Tyson Chandler the second, 3 points.
And Allen now leading 6-2. And Tyson Chandler the second shooting the 3-point shot. Martinez. And there's Conrad Noble for 3 out of the corner. Good.
Conrad Noble.
Noble, the senior post with a big 3-pointer. Bringing Highland Park to within 1. It is 6-5. There's another shot in the 3-pointer. Kadarian Ureen Williams with a 3-ball for Allen. Allen leading 9-5. 3 for 3 out of 3-point land. 3 for 4. And there's Will Saunders getting on the board with 2 points.
Saunders, the assist from Wyatt.
And big shot by Will Saunders. 9-7, Allen leading, and here comes Saunders back to Martinez. Martinez over to Kenan Wyatt. Wyatt. And a turnover.
Checking into the game for the Allen Eagles, wears number 5. Austin Lowenberg, number 22. Brandon Ellerby, and number 23, Dylan Matlock Reed.
Austin Lowenberg going to check in for Allen now. And there's Nehemiah Lawrence bringing it up the court for Allen. Also in the game for the Eagles, there's number 22, Brandon Ellerby. And great defense by Conrad Noble. And on the move for a layup and a finish. That is Cade Kaplan. We are even at 9-all. 4:55 to go for the end of the first period. Ellerby wasting no time and getting to the basket with a nice finish.
Brandon Ellerby, 2 points.
And Allen right back in front by 2. 11-9, Allen leading. And Saunders getting it to Noble. Noble, the feed. The cannon wide.
The assist from Noble.
11 all. Still early. And Chris Martinez picking Nehemiah Lawrence. Martinez going up and misses. Lawrence recovering with good defense. We stay even at 11. And Allen right back. And Conrad Noble picking Dylan Matlock Reed. And Lawrence with the steal from Will Saunders. And Nehemiah Lawrence drawing the foul. Looks like they're going to get Chris Martinez.
The foul on Chris Martinez. His first personal foul, the team's first of the quarter. Into the game for the Eagles, number 13, Bennett Mosley.
Bennett Mosley checking in for Allen.
There's a timeout on the floor.
And we're going to take a quick timeout here at Scott's Gym here on the Highland Park campus. We are even, 11 all, 4 minutes to go in the first period. Highland Park so far able to match Allen score for score. Allen firing up three-pointers. They fired up 4 total, nailed 3. And they got a nice layup. And the Eagles are tied up with Highland Park 11-11. Leading scores for Highland Park, you got 4 for Kenan White, 2 for Cade Kaplan, 3 for Conrad Noble, 2 for Will Saunders. Kadarian Urin Williams with 3 for Allen. Nehemiah Lawrence with 3 himself. Tyson Chandler II with 3 as well. And Brandon Ellerby with 2 points himself for Allen. And we're going to come out of the timeout. Allen with possession. Ellerby is going to get it back to Lawrence. Lawrence chopping mid-range and gets the roll, and it's good. Nehemiah Lawrence with 5 points. Allen back in front, 13-11. Lot of up and down action. A lot of gas, a little bit of breaks. And here comes Kenan White. And that one is blocked. Dylan Matlock Reed with the block shot for Allen. And Highland Park going to retain possession. Kenan White gets it into Saunders. Saunders over to Kaplan. Martinez and getting it over to Kenan White. Cannot nail the 3 out of the corner. Nehemiah Lawrence is going to bring it up, goes across the court. And there's Austin Lowenberg. And they get Dylan Matlock Reed for the travel. Talking to Coach Travis Snowden pregame, and he said it is important that they do not let Allen get any second chance points. But Martinez is going to get it over to Conrad Noble out of the corner. Cannot nail it. Austin Lowenberg the rebound. Saunders steals it and gets it back to Kenan White. Lots of going on. Allen retaining possession. Here comes Bennett Mosley. And lets Lowenberg for 3. Off. Lowenberg follows his shot, gets the rebound. Youngsters, if you're watching, make sure you always follow your shot. 3-point out of the corner by Dylan Matlock Reed. No good.
The foul on number 22, Brandon Ellerby. Into the game for
Ellerby
the Eagles,
with a foul.
Wears number 0, Kadarian Aruni Williams. For your Scots,
Kadarian Aruni Williams back in.
Openson at number 12, Alex Stockwood.
And Spencer Openson checking into the game for Highland Park. As is Alex Stockwood, the other freshman guard for Highland Park.
Into the game for Allen, number 10, Giovanni Watt.
Giovanni Watt checking back in for Allen. And Omenson gets it in. There's Omenson getting it over Stockwood. And Saunders being stared down by Yaroon Williams. And there's Stockwood. And there's a shot from Spencer Omenson for 3. Nothing doing. Rebounded by Allen, controlled by Allen. Bennett Mosley bringing it up the court. And Mosley to Yaroon Williams. Yaroon Williams to the basket. Nothing doing. Will Saunders, great defense. Allen with possession still. That's a three-point shot, and it is good. Brandon Ellerby with 5 points in his first period for Allen. Allen stretching their lead to 16-11. Quick tie-up of the action.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 14, Cade Erickson.
Cade Erickson, number 14, going to check in for Allen. And Highland Park gets it in, but they turn it over. Allen with possession. Yaroon Williams cannot finish. Saunders with more great defense. Here comes Stockwood up the court, pushing it. Layup and the finish on the fast break. That's Cade Kaplan. And Stockwood with a nice feed to Kaplan. Getting Highland Park to back within 3. Allen leading 16-13. And there's a shot out of the three-point corner for Bennett Mosley.
Bennett Mosley, 3 points.
Allen back in front by 6 now. Bennett Mosley, a nice jumper out of the corner. This Allen team can't shoot the lights out. Will Saunders with it. Getting it over to Spencer Olminson. Olminson between the legs a couple of times. Gets it back from Noble. There's Stockwood. Over to Kaplan. Kaplan back to Stockwood, back to Olminson. In the Will Saunders, he's got the post up on the baseline. He's going to feed it to Stockwood for 3. Stockwood cannot drain it. Rebounded by Cade Erickson. Up the court, there's Mosley. And Allen going baseline. There's number 22, Brandon Ellerby. He's going to get it over to his guy, Bennett Mosley. Cannot finish that one. Yaroon Williams with the rebound. They're saying that's on the court. On the floor, excuse me.
The foul at number 5, Conrad Noble. His first personal foul, the team's second of the quarter.
They got Conrad Noble for that foul.
Number 1, Kenan Wyatt. Number 13, Chris Martinez. And number 14, Zach Jackson.
Kenan Wyatt and Chris Martinez going to check back in. Number 14, Zach Jackson. His first year on varsity, he's going to check into the game, the junior guard. It's Highland Park with a small lineup right now. Nehemiah Lawrence gets it in. And he's in the corner. Highland Park playing some good defense, but Allen with a nice finish. That is Giovanni Watts.
Giovanni Watts.
His first points of the evening. Allen leading 21-13. Shot by Kenan Wyatt, nothing doing. Rebound, Giovanni Wyatt draws the foul.
His second personal foul, the Scots' third.
Chris Martinez whistled for his second foul of the evening. And Allen leading 21-13. We are 25 seconds and ticking here in the first period. Nehemiah Lawrence, a 3-year starter for Allen. He's going to bring it up the court for the Eagles. And they're going to hold to the last shot. Giovanni Watt set up a screen. Chris Martinez staying with Lawrence. And I think they got Lawrence for an offensive foul. Chris Martinez, the young freshman, matching up with Nehemiah Lawrence. And Lawrence right with him.
The foul at number 1, Nehemiah Lawrence. His first personal foul, team second.
Excuse me, that was Lawrence's first personal foul. Second team foul for Allen. That Chris Martinez, Nehemiah Lawrence matchup is going to be fun. I can see it already. Here comes Martinez. 2 seconds and ticking. 3-point shot by Martinez. Nothing doing.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the first period, ladies and gentlemen.
13.
Allen leading Highland Park 21-13 here at Scott's Gym. We say thank you for tuning in to Game On Sports Network. And on behalf of Game On Sports, we also say thank you to the Highland Park community for allowing us to come out and serve. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce. I have your play-by-play and I have your color. And to those of you who are tuned in at home, we say thank you for tuning in. Whether you're here in the Park Cities or you're around the world somewhere in like Japan or Holland, it is a pleasure to have you and it is a pleasure to be here. We're going to run down the leading scorers for Highland Park. Kenan Wyatt, 4 points. Cade Kaplan, 4 himself. 3 points by Conrad Noble, 2 from Will Saunders. And that rounds out the scoring for Highland Park. Leading scorers for Allen, Nehemiah Lawrence with 5. Brandon Ellerby with 5. Got 3 from Kandarian Yaroon Williams. 3 from Tyson Chandler II. 3 from Bennett Mosley. And 2 from Giovanni Watt. As you enjoy the great tunes from the legendary Phil Collins. Here to start the second period. Cannon Wyatt of Highland Park. He's going to throw it in as the Scots start this second quarter with possession. Cannon Wyatt. Chris Martinez. Graham Goodwin is in the game for Highland Park. Also in the game is Zach Jackson. And Spencer Omerson, the 5 on the court for the Scots. Allen with some great defense. And we got a turnover. Austin Lowenberg, he's been active for Allen. Lowenberg not a starter, but very active on the defensive end for the Eagles. As they're going to bring it up. Nehemiah Lawrence, now guarded by Cannon Wyatt. Lawrence to mid-range. Good.
Nehemiah Lawrence.
That's 7 points here in the first half. Allen leading by 10, 23-13. Spencer Omerson with possession for Highland Park, getting it over to Cannon Wyatt. Wyatt going to the basket, cannot finish. Lowenberg and his teammates, Giovanni Watt, both with the rebound. Ref says it is jump ball. Possession to Allen. Coach David Peeler, as usual, putting together a very, very stout non-district. And great defense by Omerson. Nice finish to the basket, cannot finish, but he does draw the foul. That is number 14, Zach Jackson.
The foul on number 10, Giovanni Watt. His first personal foul.
Giovanni Watt whistled for his first personal
foul.
foul.
At the line for 2 shots, number 14, Zach Jackson.
Zach Jackson going to the free throw line. Jackson, first year on varsity, junior guard. Nails the first one. Mom and stepdad Blaine and Ron. Brother Mitchell played basketball at Highland Park. Sister Hannah was a Highland Belle. The world-renowned Highland Bells. Jackson cannot nail the second one. Zach Jackson, known as the locker room cut-up guy, dates Palmer Jones, one of the basketball captains for the ladies here at Highland Park. And Spencer Omerson gets it back court, gets it up to Wyatt. Wyatt to Martinez for 3 out of the corner. Yes, indeed. Chris Martinez, son of Clary and Chris, draws the Scots to within 6. Allen leading 23-17. And the Eagles. And picked by Cannon Wyatt. Wyatt, fast break, finish, and good.
Cannon Wyatt.
4-0 run for Highland Park, getting it to within 23-19. Nehemiah Lawrence doing Nehemiah Lawrence things. He now with 9 points, 25-19. Allen leading. Excuse me, that was a 6-0 run for Highland Park. Before that last basket by Nehemiah Lawrence. There's Martinez again. Going to the basket. The young freshman aggressive but cannot finish. Rebound. Tyson Chandler getting it up to Lowenberg. Lowenberg. Cannon Wyatt coming through on the defensive side. Wyatt up to Martinez. Martinez to the basket. Cutting and nothing doing and blocked. Up. There's the post. Graham Goodwin. Graham Goodwin, his first 2 points of the evening. Highland Park back to within 4. Allen leading 25-21, 5:35 to go before halftime. Kadarian Yaroon Williams with possession for Allen. Martinez in his hip pocket. They're going to get Yaroon Williams for an offensive foul.
The offensive foul on Kadarian Yaroon Williams. His first personal foul.
First foul for Yaroon Williams.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 13.
Bennett Mosley, Dylan Matlock-Reed. They're going to check back in for Allen. Chris Martinez, as he did against Wiley the other night, playing some great defense. Spencer Olmison getting it back to his guy Jackson. Jackson back to Olmison. Olmison back to Jackson, cutting, and a nice finish by Zach Jackson. Scots to within 2. Allen leading 25-23. We are approaching the 5-minute mark before halftime. Dylan Matlock Reed with a three-pointer, nothing doing. Spencer Olmison getting it to Martinez. Tyson Chandler staring him down. And a nice cut to the basket by Spencer Olmison. Spencer Olmison tying it up. And Allen calling timeout. Highland Park on a 12-2 run. 4:50 to go before halftime. We are tied up 25-25 between Highland Park and Allen. My name is Matthew Bryce here at Game On Sports Network. We will return in about 30 seconds. Excuse me, that was more like 10 seconds. Quick timeout called by Allen. 30-second timeout, but they are ready to go. Quick pep talk from the coach. Bennett Mosley getting it into Nehemiah Lawrence. Lawrence bringing it up. Martinez in his hip pocket. Wearing him like a shirt. Nehemiah Lawrence, the three-pointer, nothing doing. Rebound. Conrad Noble. Noble gets it into Olmison. Olmison over to Martinez. Allen turning up the heat on defense with a little bit of a press. Martinez over to Cannon Wyatt. Wyatt. Baseline cannot finish. Rebound Bennett Mosley. Mosley bringing it up the court. There's Ellerby. Ellerby straight to the basket. And he draws the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
The foul on number 14, Zach Jackson.
Zach
His
Jackson.
first personal foul. The team's first
Whistle for a foul. Ellerby with 5 points in the first half for Allen. Looking to add to it. And there's 6 points for Ellerby. First free throw is good.
For your Scots, Cade Kaplan.
Cade Kaplan is back for Highland Park. Kadarian Yaroon Williams checking back in for Allen. Allen leading 26-25. Ellerby his second free throw. That misses. Lead for Allen remains 26-25. 4:13 to go before halftime. And Kaplan trying to get it to Conrad Noble. It's picked off. Dylan Matlock Reed straight to the basket and cannot finish. Rebounded by Kaplan. Martinez getting it over to Spencer Olmison. Olmison, the feed and the finish. Cade Kaplan. Highland Park in front for its first lead of the night, leading Allen 27-26. 3 minutes and 40 seconds and ticking before halftime. Nehemiah Lawrence chopping. Lawrence back to Ellerby. Ellerby mid-range. Nothing doing. Rebound Allen. Bennett Mosley active on the offensive boards. And here comes Lawrence. This time Gabe Kaplan in his hip pocket. Lawrence straight to the basket and one. Wow.
Nehemiah Lawrence with the basket. He'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. The foul on Cade Kaplan, his first personal foul, the team's second.
Cade Kaplan whistled for his first
Will
foul.
Saunders, Charlton Bradford.
Will Saunders going to check back in. Charlton Bradford, the senior, checking in. Alex Stockwood back in also. Nehemiah Lawrence completing the three-point play. Nehemiah Lawrence with 12 points before halftime. Allen leads 29-27. Approaching that 3-minute mark here in the second period. There's Will Saunders getting it over to Noble. Noble with the feed. Stockwood tries to feed it to his guy, Charlton Bradford.
Possession, Highland Park.
Brandon Ellerby right there. Refs say jump ball, possession, Highland Park. 3:01 to go on the clock before halftime. Stockwood getting it in. And Ellerby in Stockwood's hip pocket. And there is number 11, Charlton Bradford. Back to Stockwood. And Allen really turning up that heat on defense. There's Stockwood cutting to the basket, blocked by Ellerby. Here comes Allen on the fast break. Straight to the basket. Yaroon Williams, nothing doing. Will Saunders Conrad Noble with some good defense. Saunders bringing it up the court. And there's Noble. Stockwood. And Stockwood retaining possession. Nehemiah Lawrence with the steal. Lawrence to the basket.
Nehemiah Lawrence.
And he now has 14 points for Allen, leading 31-27. And offensive foul. I think they got Conrad Noble that time.
The offensive foul on Conrad Noble. Second personal foul, the team's third of the quarter.
Noble's second foul of the evening. Allen leading 31-27. 2:08 to go before halftime. Lawrence bringing it up. Kaplan staring him down. Switching over to Will Saunders. Lawrence tries to draw the foul. Ref says he traveled.
End of the game for the Eagles. Giovanni Watt and Cade Erickson.
Giovanni Watt, Cade Erickson, they're going to check in. Dylan Matlock Reed's going to check out, as is Brandon Ellerby for Allen. Here comes Cade Kaplan. In a hurry, straight to the basket. Cannot finish, rebound Allen. That's Yaroon Williams. He's going to bring it up with a dish. Highland Park. And Conrad Noble forcing the turnover. Giovanni Watt was looking to finish. Here comes Cannon Wyatt. Wyatt, stutter step, draws the foul, going to the free throw line.
The foul on number 13, Bennett Mosley. His first personal foul.
Bennett Mosley foul. Whistle for his first foul.
Cannon Wyatt.
And Cannon Wyatt, he's going to go to the free throw line. He's going to shoot two. Cannon Wyatt, the Cal Poly San Luis Obispo commit. Third year on varsity. Son of Tiffany and Matt Wyatt. As he nails the first free throw.
13, Chris Martinez.
Wyatt, known as a three-point specialist, long-range shooter. They say he has parking lot range. He's the second lead scorer on the team last year. Shot 42% from three. 90% from the free throw line, as you can see, as he just hit both. Highland Park back to within two. 31-29, Allen leading. 126 and ticking before halftime. Now Highland Park trying to turn up the heat on defense. Bennett Mosley with possession, feeding it to his guy. Cade Erickson could not get it up. But there is Giovanni Watt. Giovanni Watt now with 4 points. Allen back in front by 4, 33-29. And Allen still pressing. Highland Park gets it across. Cannon Wyatt with possession. Gets a screen from Will Saunders. Cannon Wyatt for three. Nothing doing. Rebound. Bennett Mosley. And no, Chris Martinez steal, but Bennett Mosley with the block.
Number 5, Conrad Noble.
And Chris Martinez with some great defense. But Mosley returning the favor.
Timeout on the floor, taken by Highland Park.
Highland Park's going to take a timeout. We are below the 1 minute mark. 51.7 to go before halftime. Allen leading Highland Park 33-29. We will return here to Game One Sports Network in just a moment. As we come out of that 30-second timeout, Allen leading Highland Park 33-29. Highland Park will start with possession. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce. We say thank you for tuning in to Game One Sports, where you are watching Highland Park basketball. Cannon Wyatt, he's going to throw it in. Wyatt having trouble getting it in, gets it into Martinez. Nehemiah Lawrence in his hip pocket. Martinez straight to the basket, cannot finish. Here comes Allen. Yaroon Williams pushing it. Slows it down. Yaroon Williams going to take the three. Cannot do it. Here comes Chris Martinez. Gets it over to Cannon Wyatt. Wyatt straight to the basket. Cannot finish, but he draws the foul. They're going to get Bennett Mosley
The
for
foul
another one.
on number 13, Bennett Mosley. His second personal foul, the team's fourth of the quarter.
Ref is saying it is on the floor. Wyatt will not shoot 2 free throws.
Austin Lowenberg.
But Wyatt will throw it in. Will Saunders, Conrad Noble, Chris Martinez, and Cade Kaplan joining Wyatt on the floor for these last 30 seconds to go before halftime. Allen still leading 33-29. Allen continuing to play some suffocating defense. That was Cade Erickson knocking that one out. But Highland Park still with possession. The Scots hanging tough with one of the best of 6A in Allen, a top 5 6A program in the state. And there it is, Kadarian Yaroon Williams with a steal. Conrad Noble in his hip pocket. And there's a shot for 3 and good. Cade Erickson with his first 3 of the night.
3 points.
Allen up by 7, 36-29. Cannon Wyatt with possession. 9 seconds and ticking before halftime. Cannon Wyatt. Get it to Chris Martinez for 3. Nothing doing. Will Saunders cannot get off a shot.
And that's the end of the first half.
And that's going to do it for first half action here at Scott's Gym. Allen leading Highland Park 36-29. We're going to go down our leading scorers. Cannon Wyatt leading Highland Park with 7 points. Cade Kaplan has 6 for Highland Park, 3 by Chris Martinez, 3 from Zach Jackson, 3 from Conrad Noble, 2 from Spencer Olmanson, 2 from Will Saunders, and 2 from Graham Goodwin. For the visiting Allen Eagles, Nehemiah Lawrence with 14 first half points. Brandon Ellerby off the bench with 6. You got 4 points from Giovanni Watt, 3 from Tyson Chandler II, 3 from Kadarian Yaroon Williams, 3 from Bennett Mosley, and 3 from Cade Erickson. We're going to take a quick break here, about 8 minutes, and we will return here to Game On Sports Network, where you are watching Highland Park basketball. And we are back here at Scott's Gym, where Allen leads Highland Park 36-29. Excuse me. We say thank you for tuning in to Game On Sports. My name is Matthew Bryce. I have your play-by-play and your color. Highland Park being led by Cannon Wyatt with 8 points. 6 from Cade Kaplan. 3 from Conrad Noble. 2 from Will Saunders. 2 from Spencer Obenson. Chris Martinez and Zach Jackson both also chipping in with 3 points apiece. Graham Goodwin closing out the scoring for Highland Park with 2 points. The Scots are doing a good job of keeping pace with Allen, a very outstanding Allen basketball club, looking to contend for a 6A title. Highland Park looking to contend for a 5A title. 2 more periods to play, 16 minutes. Can the Scots draw back even and eventually pull this one out? We find out now as Allen inbounds this one in. Nehemiah Lawrence, the leading scorer for Allen. He has 14 first half points. He's going to throw it in. And there's Tyson Chandler the second, back to Lawrence. Lawrence back over to Havalona. And they get Chandler for traveling. Chandler couldn't hold that pivot foot down just for a second. Here comes Chris Martinez getting it over to Conrad Noble. Back to Martinez and draws the foul. Great ball movement by Highland Park that time.
The foul.
They say no foul.
Williams. His second personal foul. The team's first of the quarter.
Excuse me, they got Kadarian Yaroon Williams for a foul. But they say it was not in the act of shooting. Martinez would not shoot 2 fouls. Would not shoot 2 foul shots, excuse me. Cannon Wyatt with possession. Gets it over to Conrad Noble. Noble going to go up. Cannot finish. Will Saunders tips it out. Nehemiah Lawrence controls. Here comes Allen. Here comes Lawrence straight to the basket. And a nice finish. That's 16 points for Nehemiah Lawrence. And Will Saunders getting back on the offensive end, but cannot finish for Highland Park. Chris Martinez the steal. Martinez, a nice finish and a layup. And Martinez with 5 points for Highland Park. Scots back to within 7 for a moment before Nehemiah Lawrence knocks down his 16th, 17th, and 18th point on that three-pointer. Allen in front by double digits, 41-31. And Martinez chopping, gets it over to Kaplan. Kaplan straight to the basket, and a great finish, Cade Kaplan.
Down and around, Cade Kaplan.
Cade Kaplan now with 8 points. Highland Park back to within 8. Nehemiah Lawrence, God almighty.
With the basket, he'll go to the line for the and one opportunity. The foul is on Will Saunders. His first personal foul.
They get Will Saunders for his first personal. As Lawrence putting Allen back in front by double digits. Going to the free throw line with an opportunity for a 3-point play, and he gets it. Nehemiah Lawrence now with 21 points. 6:33 and ticking to go in the third period. Allen leading 44-33. And there, Will Saunders to the basket, gets the foul call. And Will Saunders going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Second personal foul, the team second of the quarter. Going to the line for 2 shots, number 4, Will Saunders.
They get Giovanni Watt for a foul. Will Saunders going to shoot 2. And he cannot knock the first one down. Will Saunders, his 3rd year on varsity and the returning captain. He is the son of Laura and Bill Saunders. He's the only returning starter from last year's team. He gets the second one to go. Highland Park back to within 10. Allen up 44-34. Havalona gets it over to Yaroon Williams. Back to Havalona, back to Nehemiah Lawrence. And Allen going to work it around. Nehemiah Lawrence baseline, and he gets the roll on that one. Allen back in front by 12. And Martinez is going to bring it up. Martinez on the move, gets it over to Saunders. Saunders wanted to pull the trigger. He keeps it in the holster. Cannon Wyatt gets it to Cade Kaplan. Kaplan back to Wyatt. And Wyatt to Saunders. Saunders lays it up for 2.
Will Saunders from Wyatt.
Great ball movement by the Scots that time to get it back to within 10. 5:28 to go and ticking here in the third period. And there's Conrad Noble. Great defense, but Giovanni Watt with better offense. Some things you cannot do anything about. You can do everything right, but if a guy does everything right on offense, there it is. Allen back in front by 12. 5:15 to go in the third period, 48-36. For those of you who are just tuning in to Game On Sports Network, my name is Matthew Bryce. Highland Park hosting Allen. 48-36, Allen leading. Nehemiah Lawrence, the dish to Yaroon Williams, the finish for 3.
Kadarian Rooney Williams, 3 points.
Kadarian Yaroon Williams now with 6 points as Allen stretches its
The
lead.
foul on number 15, Jacob Havalona. His first personal foul.
Havalona foul, whistle for his first foul.
Of the quarter.
And Cannon Wyatt, he's getting ready to throw it in for Highland Park. 1-0 Highland Park, 61-56, as they were victorious by that score over the Wiley Pirates on Friday evening. Allen coming in 2-0. Saunders looks like he was going to pull the trigger on that one. He held it. Cannon Wyatt draws the foul.
The foul on Kadarian Rooney Williams, his third personal foul.
They get Kadarian
Team's
Yaroon Williams for his third foul of the evening.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 13, Bennett Mosley, and number 23, Dylan Matlock Reed.
Bennett Mosley and Dylan
Alongside
Matlock
number
Reed
5,
on the
Austin
sub in for
Lowenberg.
Allen. Austin Lowenberg also subbing back in for Allen. Cannon Wyatt throws it in, Will Saunders, and they say the foul is on the floor. They get Bennett Mosley.
The foul is on
foul.
number 13, Bennett Mosley. His third personal foul, the team's 5th of the quarter.
Also Mosley's
Highland Park
third
in the bonus
personal.
will go to the line for 2 shots. At the
Will
line,
Saunders is going to shoot 2 free throws. Saunders gets the first one to
Checking
go.
into the game for the Eagles, number 22, Brandon Ellerby.
Saunders likes to play facing the basket and is a good outside shooter, but will play some posts with back to basket as well. Sister Molly graduated from Highland Park, now playing soccer for Auburn. Mom played basketball at Highland Park. He's talking to several schools for next year. As he gets the second one to go as well. Highland Park to within 13. 4:26 to go and ticket. And Ellerby back in the game for Allen. Ellerby is going to get it over to Watt. Cannot finish. Saunders the rebound. And a few elbows being thrown. Draws a foul. They get Ellerby that time.
The foul on Brandon Ellerby, that's his second personal foul.
And Saunders, he's going to go back to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2 more. 4:15 to go. That's where the clock has stopped here in the third period.
Will Saunders.
And Saunders misses the first one. Gets the second one to go. Saunders now with 8 points for Highland Park. The last 3 coming at the free throw line. Allen leading 51-39. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. And Ellerby back with it, back to Watt. Going to challenge Conrad Noble. Noble with great defense. Giovanni Watt with better offense.
Giovanni Watt.
As he now has 8 points. And we got a turnover. This is going to be possession back to Allen. Conrad Noble has shown the ability to play great defense for Highland Park, as has Will Saunders. Nehemiah Lawrence for another three. That one's off. Ellerby with the rebound momentarily. Here comes Will Saunders. He's pushing. Kenan Wyatt pushing to the basket. Cannot finish. Nehemiah Lawrence with great defense. Here comes Allen. Brandon Ellerby up the court. Ellerby going to get it over to Lowenberg. Lowenberg back to Dylan Matlock-Reed into the basket. A finger roll and a finish.
Dylan Matlock-Reed.
Dylan Matlock-Reed with his first 2 points of the game.
Delay of game warning issued to player Dylan Matlock-Reed.
Allen leading 55-39. Kenan Wyatt throwing it in. Gets it over to Cade Kaplan. And Kaplan back to Wyatt. Wyatt trying to get it to Saunders, cannot control. Allen with control now. Giovanni Wyatt back to Ellerby. Ellerby challenged by Martinez. And there's Lawrence. Conrad Noble. Oh, Lawrence chopped. Cannot finish. Rebound. Austin Lowenberg with his first two. Timeout Highland Park. 2:58 to go in the third period. Allen leading 57-39. We will return here to Game On Sports in just a moment. We're back now out of a timeout. Allen leading 57-39. My name is Matthew Bryce. I have your play-by-play and your color here at Scott's Gym. You are watching Highland Park basketball by way of Game On Sports Network. You can follow us on all social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, now known as X. Game On Sports Network is the handle. My handle, Matthew on the mic, or you can type in my full name, which is Matthew Allen Bryce. And yes, I do follow back. Looking at Kenan Wyatt challenging Brandon Ellerby. Wyatt to the basket and a nice finish for Highland Park.
Wyatt.
10 points now for Kenan Wyatt. As they triple team Nehemiah Lawrence, they're going to get Will Saunders for the kickball. Nehemiah Lawrence has 23 points for Allen this evening. He is a gamer. Comes Lowenberg. Over to Watt. Watt turns it over. Will Saunders the steal. Caused by Conrad Noble. Conrad Noble showing up with that great defense for the Scots. There's Kenan Wyatt for three. Nothing doing. Will Saunders cannot control. Martinez with it. Back to the basket. Martinez and one.
Martinez gets the basket. He'll go to the line for the and one.
Chris Martinez getting that rebound, getting to the basket in a hurry and finishing.
Number 14, Kate Erickson.
Martinez only a freshman, but do not let the youth fool you. He will challenge. And he completes the three-point play. 9 points for the young freshman. Highland Park to within 14. Allen leading to within 13. Allen leading 57-44. Shot by Lowenberg, nothing doing. Out of bounds on to Allen. Ball going to go over to Highland Park.
Spencer Omenson and Alex Stockwood.
Alex Stockwood, Spencer Omenson going to check in for Highland Park. Omenson, a returning Letterman from last year. Omenson, the son of Rachel and Matt Omenson. Sister Charlotte is an HP grad and is also was a Highland Park, a Highland Belle, and she is over at Auburn. A couple of guys on the team with some family at Auburn. Highland Park retaining control. Martinez back to Stockwood. The two freshman guards in the game for Highland Park. Martinez to the basket, draws a foul.
The foul on number 14, Cade Erickson. That's his first personal foul.
They get Cade Erickson. That's Erickson's first of the evening.
At the line for 2 shots, Chris Martinez.
57-44 to go in this third period. 140. That's where we are. And Martinez with his 10th point as he nails the first free throw. Martinez nailing the second free throw. He's now got 11. Martinez, the son of Clary and Chris. Dad, Chris, coaches his nationally ranked AAU team with Alex Stockwood. As you can see, he does play much bigger than his frame. And as we have found out in first 2 games against both Wiley and Allen, Martinez is in the rotation in heavy. Got the start this evening. And here comes Highland Park now down by 11, 57-46, but the Scots turn it over. Or so I thought. I think they got Allen for a kickball that time. Scots retaining possession. And they work their way back to within 11. Martinez straight to the basket. Nice stop. Cannot finish. Saunders cannot tip it back in. Possession, Allen. Lots of confusion on where the ball is supposed to go. Ref says possession Allen. The other ref says possession Highland Park. Fans on both sides complaining. And no, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know which way it was supposed to go myself. Do not let me lie to you. Kenan Wyatt for 3 out of the corner. Nothing doing. Rebounded by Brandon Ellaby. He gets it to Nehemiah Lawrence. Lawrence on the move. Stockwood in his hip pocket. Alex Stockwood right with him. Stockwood with great defense, but back to Giovanni Watt for 3. Cannot get the roll. Rebound. Kenan Wyatt gets it up the wheel. Saunders. Saunders going to shoot the, and well defended. I think Saunders, he either wanted to shoot the 3 or was trying to pass it, but Giovanni Watt of Allen with the good defense. And Allen with the opportunity.
The foul on Kenan Wyatt. That's his first personal foul.
And they get Kenan Wyatt for a foul. Nehemiah Lawrence getting ready to pull the trigger on another 3.
Kaplan, Zach Jackson, and Graham Goodwin.
Cade Kaplan, Zach Jackson back in the game for Highland Park. Kaplan, first year on varsity. Son of Wendy and Justin Kaplan. Sister Jordan is an HP grad, ran cross country and track, and is now at Oklahoma. Kaplan, a quick guard, good perimeter shooter, and ball handler. Allen with possession. Nice turnaround jumper. Giovanni Watts now with 10 points for Allen. As Allen leads 59-46. Olminson over to Stockwood, back to Olminson. Olminson straight to the basket. Back up. Cannot finish the second time. Rebounded by Allen. Allen. Clock is ticking. Great defense shown by Zach Jackson. But possession Allen with 1.5 left. 1.5 second that is left on the game clock. No shot clock here at the high school level. And there's a lob to the basket. Ellerby with an opportunity, nothing doing. It's going to get us to the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Allen leading Highland Park 59-46 as we go back down. Our list of leading scorers. For Highland Park, leading scorer is Chris Martinez with 11. Kenan Wyatt with 10. Cade Kaplan with 8. Will Saunders also with 8 points. Got Conrad Noble with 3 points. Zach Jackson with 3. Graham Goodwin with 2, as is Spencer Olminson. For the visiting Allen Eagles, led by Nehemiah Lawrence, who has 23 points. Followed out by Giovanni Watt with 10. Brendan Ellerby with 6. Kadarian Yaroon Williams also with 6 points. Few guys with 3 points. Tyson Chandler the second with 3. As does Bennett Mosley and Cade Erickson. And rounded out, the scoring for Allen is Dylan Matlock Reed. You are watching Highland Park basketball here on Game On Sports Network. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce. I have your play-by-play and your color. Allen looking to go 3-0. Highland Park looking to fight back and get to 2-0. The Scots playing their second 6A opponent in about 4 or 5 days. They played Wiley, the Wiley Pirates, on Friday night. They were victorious 61-56. And here come the Scots. Cade Kaplan over to Olmison. Olmison getting it over to Jackson. Jackson with the finish. 5 points now for Zach Jackson. Highland Park back to within 11. Allen leading 59-48. 7:40 to go and ticking here in the final period. It's Tyson Chandler getting it over to Brandon Ellerby. Ellerby tries to feed it to Lowenberg. Jackson with the steal. Jackson chopping across the court, tries to feed it and turns it over. Here comes Bennett Mosley of Allen. And Mosley going to get it over to Lowenberg. He pulls the trigger for 3. Cannot do. And they got an offensive foul on Allen.
Offensive foul on number 24, Tyson Chandler the second.
And they get Tyson Chandler the second.
The team's first of the
his
quarter.
first foul of the evening. 7-17. That's where we sit in regulation. Allen leading by 11. Allen trying to close it out. Scott's trying to fight back. Looking at Alex Stockwood as he chops. Gets it over to Jackson. Jackson aggressively gets it back to Stockwood. Baseline. Gets it over to. Tries to get it to Graham Goodwin. Goodwin, the junior post. Graham Goodwin, first year on varsity. Graham, the son of Tara and Grady Goodwin. Dad Grady was a football captain at Highland Park. Grandmother, former mayor of Highland Park. Athletic big man growing into his body. Rebounder, shot blocker, finisher inside. Said there was an inadvertent whistle by the refs. Alex Stockwood going to pull the 3, and he drains it.
Stockwood.
And Alex Stockwood with his first points of the evening.
Bennett Mosley.
And Stockwood got him to within 8, but Bennett Mosley fighting back with 2 more points, gets it to 61-51.
Cade Kaplan.
And Cade Kaplan right back with his 9th and 10th point of the evening to get Highland Park back to within 8. Allen leads 61-53.
First personal foul, team's first of the quarter.
They get Spencer Olmison.
Austin Lowenberg at the line for 2.
Now Austin Lowenberg going to go to the line and shoot 2
shots.
6:20 to go in regulation. Lowenberg with the first one.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 1, Nehemiah Lawrence.
And Nehemiah Lawrence is going to come back in. I assume he's going to finish out this game on the floor as we at the 6:20 mark. Allen leading 62-53. 63-53 now Allen leads as Austin Lowenberg gets his 3rd and 4th points of the evening at the free throw line. Cade Kaplan coming back. And Lawrence with the steal. Lawrence to the basket.
Nehemiah
Good.
Lawrence.
That's 25 points now for Nehemiah Lawrence. Allen back in front by 12. Zach Jackson with possession. Here comes Jackson aggressively. Gets it across the court. Jackson back to Stockwood. Stockwood working his way to a mid-range. Cannot finish. Rebound, Bennett Mosley. Mosley between the legs, brings it up. Yaroon Williams for 3 out of the corner, and he hits it.
Kadarian Williams with 3 points. And a timeout.
Kadarian Yaroon Williams with 3 more points. That's 9 points for him this evening. As Allen now back in front by 15. Highland Park going to take a quick timeout. 5:38 to go in this one. And that's going to be a full timeout for the for Highland Park as Allen leads 68-53. We will return here in just a moment here at Game On Sports Network. Out of the timeout we come. Back here at Scott's Gym. 5:38 to go in this one. As Highland Park coming out of the timeout with Will Saunders, Alex Stockwood, Chris Martinez, Cannon Wyatt, and Charlton Bradford. Martinez gets it from Stockwood. Martinez straight to the basket, passes to Stockwood. Stockwood over to Wyatt. Wyatt gonna down the paint and finish.
Wyatt.
And Cannon Wyatt with 12 points. Great ball movement by the Scots that time. Back to within 13. Yaroon Williams drawing the foul. They're gonna get Alex Stockwood that time.
The foul on Alex Stockwood, his first personal foul, team's second.
And Yaroon Williams in the act of shooting.
Nehemiah Lawrence, full. Correction, Kadarian Aruni Williams.
Yaroon Williams shooting two. Cannot hit the first one. Gets himself together. He's going to go back and try to drain the last one. Cannot get this next one. But Tyson Chandler coming up with a big rebound. Allen retaining possession. Huge rebound by Chandler. I know you probably heard that before. And there is Austin Lowenberg.
3 points.
Lowenberg now with 7 points as he drains a big three. 71-55. Allen 4:47 and ticking to go in regulation. Cannon Wyatt with possession gets it to Stockwood. Stockwood chopping. Stockwood trying to get to the basket. Lowenberg picks it. Lawrence picks it up. Lawrence gets it to Chandler. And Chandler gets it over to Yaroon Williams with another 3-point attempt. Nothing. Chandler back up with it and one.
Tyson Chandler, the second with the basket. He'll go to the line for the and one opportunity.
And Tyson Chandler.
Stockwood, his second personal foul and the team's third.
Tyson Chandler 2 for 2 on shot attempts this evening for 5 points. And this time with a chance at a 3-point play. As Allen leads 73-55. Great form and shot by Chandler. It's good. 6 points now for Chandler. 4:25 to go and ticking. Here comes Martinez. Martinez to Stockwood for three. Stockwood for three.
Stockwood.
Alex Stockwood, the big three-pointer. 6 points for Alex Stockwood. Highland Park trying to keep it close as they can. 4 minutes to go. Nehemiah Lawrence dishes it. 3-point shot out of the corner, nothing. Yaroon Williams with a big rebound, cannot finish. With another big rebound, Yaroon Williams. Kadarian Yaroon Williams in double-digit scoring now with 11 points for Allen.
The foul on number 24, Tyson Chandler, the second. His second personal foul, the team's second of the quarter.
Subbing out Tyson Chandler. It's Giovanni Watt. He's going to come back in. Saunders getting it to Wyatt. Wyatt back to Martinez. Martinez with a head full of steam draws a foul. Kadarian Yaroon Williams going for the steal.
Kadarian Yaroon Williams, his fourth personal foul, the team's third.
Possession, Highland Park. Stockwood gets it into Saunders. Saunders to Wyatt. Wyatt back to Saunders. Saunders to Stockwood for three. Rims out. Rebound, Giovanni Watt. Here comes Allen. Nehemiah Lawrence picks up a screen and draws a foul.
The foul on Cannon White. His second personal foul. The team's fourth.
Second foul on Cannon Wyatt. Allen leading 76-58, 3:25 to go in ticking. And Chris Martinez guarding Nehemiah Lawrence straight up. Lawrence going straight to the basket, and he gets another and one.
The basket's good. The foul on Chris Martinez. His third personal foul, team's fifth. Allen in the bonus will shoot 2 the remainder of the period. At the line for the and one opportunity, Nehemiah Lawrence.
And ladies and gentlemen, I don't care who you root for. It's hard not to like Nehemiah Lawrence. 28 points for the 3-year starter at point guard for Allen. And there's Conrad Noble trying to go up, but following on the finish, Cannon Wyatt, a big layup. Cannon Wyatt now with 14 points as he does a great job of following up. The shot attempt by Conrad Noble tips it in for 2 more points. And Scott's going to take a quick 30-second timeout. Allen does lead 79-60, but Scott's going down swinging. 3:09 here in the fourth period. Will Saunders, Conrad Noble, Alex Stopwood, Chris Martinez, and Cannon Wyatt. Those are your Scots that are on the floor right now. The young Scots. Young but tough, feisty, gritty. And by the time district play rolls around, they'll be ready to go. This will not be the last 6A opponent that Highland Park plays in non-district. They also have a date coming up with the Arlington Bowie Volunteers. Bowie, another good 6A basketball team. Highland Park, we'll see them soon. As we approach the 3-minute mark here at Scott's Gym. And we are below the 3-minute mark. The Scots continuing to play hard. They get Allen for the backcourt violation. 2:58 to go. Some in the crowd disagree. And Kadarian Yaroon Williams almost coming up with a steal. A possession, Highland Park. It's Cannon Wyatt, he's going to get it in. Chris Martinez receiving the pass from Wyatt. Martinez going to bring it up the court. Martinez is going straight to the hoop. He dishes it to Stockwood. Stockwood over to Wyatt. Nehemiah Lawrence there. Conrad Noble back to Martinez. Martinez draws a foul. They get Bennett Mosley.
The foul on number 13, Bennett Mosley, his fourth personal foul, team's fourth of the quarter.
And that is Mosley's fourth personal foul. Scott's throwing it back in. Martinez with it. Bennett Mosley. And we got a jump ball.
Possession to the Eagles.
They're going to say possession Allen.
Into the game for Allen, number 4.
Number 11, Mohammed Salem. With some good defense. And Sheehan Ahmedi checking in for Allen. And Lawrence is going to bring it up the court. And Allen turns it over. Kadarian Yaroon Williams, he saw a man cutting to the basket, tried to get it to him. Nothing doing. Cannon Wyatt playing hard and straight to the basket, cannot finish. Wyatt back up with the rebound, follows his own shot. And Cannon Wyatt playing with some heart. That is 16 points this evening for Cannon Wyatt. And Nehemiah Lawrence still with it, chopping. Back to Giovanni White and back to Lawrence. And Will Saunders forcing the backcourt violation that time.
Into the game for the Scots. Number 2, Cade Kaplan.
Cade Kaplan's going to check back in for the last 153. We got a timeout on the floor. Allen leading 79-62 over Highland Park. And the Eagles going to play Nazareth on the November 21st in tournament play. And your Highland Park Scots, they will pay a visit to the Lake Highlands Wildcats. Highland Park, after playing Wiley on this past Friday and Allen tonight, they travel to Lake Highlands this Friday for a 5 o'clock tip-off. They'll be on the road again on the 24th as they go visit the McKinney Lions. And then, a couple of days after Thanksgiving, that date with Arlington Bowie, also in Arlington, that one also on the road. December 2nd, another road game, but just up the street to rival Jesuit. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to attend that one, I suggest you get there early because that one will be packed as the Scots and the Rangers get together for the neighborhood rivalry December 2nd at Jesuit Prep. Martinez bringing it up for Highland Park. Cannon Wyatt also in the game still. Saunders still in the game for Highland Park. Conrad Noble and Cade Kaplan. And there's the steal by Salem. Salem is going to punch it. And that gets the Allen faithful on their feet. And there's a shot in the three-pointer by Will Saunders.
Will Saunders.
And Will Saunders in double-digit scoring now with 11 points after that three-point shot. As we get another timeout with 1:11 to go. Allen leading 81-65. And the Scots said, hey, Allen, we know you're up by double digits, but hey, we're going to play it to the final whistle, if that is okay with you. And Coach Peeler, nice little pep talk with the young Scots. And he's probably just telling them, hey, fellas, keep playing hard. Play until the final whistle. Probably also telling them to not look at the clock. Just play hard and get a shot up and get a shot up quickly as you can. Stranger things have happened. And the Scots come out of the timeout with Conrad Noble, Will Saunders, Cannon Wyatt, Cade Kaplan, and Chris Martinez. Allen breaking their huddle and coming out of the timeout. Mohammed Salem on the court for Allen. Giovanni Watt also on the court. Sheehan Ahmedi on the court. Nehemiah Lawrence. And number 12, Tyler Hinton, the 6'3" junior, on the court for Allen. And Sheehan is going to get it to Hinton. And there's Salem going to get it back to Lawrence. Lawrence and Watt. Excuse me. Yes, Lawrence and Watt, the only starters on the floor for Allen. And Watt missing the three, and Martinez is going to get it to Wyatt. Wyatt looked like he wanted to pull it. Martinez is going to get it over to Kaplan. Kaplan over to Conrad Noble. Noble, nothing doing. Ref says out of bounds on Highland Park. We are now below a minute left in this one. Here at Game On Sports Network, we say thank you once again for tuning in to another Highland Park broadcast. The Scots hosted the highly touted Allen Eagles.
Taken by Allen.
And Allen calls the timeout with 23.9 left. Allen coach probably telling his squad the same thing Coach Peeler telling Highland Park, finish strong. We know how much time is left, but still finish strong. Highland Park already breaking the huddle in this full timeout. Tournament play is also
One
coming
last
up for
reminder,
Highland Park.
fans, that your Highland Park Scots football team
That will start on
plays
December
this
4th.
Thursday at 7 p.m. against Frisco Reedy at the Star in Frisco. And the big match on Saturday at the Curtis Mobile Center in Garland at 11 a.m. It's the state championship
We
match.
send a
for
big
your
shout
Highland
out
Park volleyball team.
to the Highland Park volleyball team. They are playing in the state championship this Saturday. Curtis Caldwell Center in Garland. The Scots football team taking on Frisco Reedy on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. at the Star in Frisco. Big shot, good for Allen. She and Abedi with 3, stretching Allen's lead to 84-65, and that's where we're going to
And that
end.
is the end of our game. The final score: the Eagles of Allen 84, your Highland Park Scots 65.
Final here at Scott's Gym. Allen 84, Highland Park 65.
But also after the game as you head to the car.
And a big tip of the hat to both Highland Park and Allen for playing a clean basketball game on both ends. A great job to both coaches for both Allen and Highland Park.
Safe drive home. And as always, go Scots.
David Peeler coaching a well-coached game against a good Allen squad. Going to go down the list of your leading scorers on both ends of this one. Leading scorer for Highland Park, Cannon Wyatt and Chris Martinez both. Cannon Wyatt had 16 points. Chris Martinez following up with 11. Behind him was Cade Kaplan with 10 points. Zach Jackson had 5 points himself. Graham Goodwin with 2. Will Saunders also got into the double-digit category in scoring. He had 11. Spencer Olmenson with 2. Conrad Noble with 3. 6 points by Alex Stockwood. Leading Allen in scoring, Nehemiah Lawrence, who had 28. Kadarian Yaroon Williams with 11. 10 by Giovanni Watts. Brandon Ellerby with 6. Austin Lowenberg with 7. 5 by Bennett Mosley. 3 apiece by Cade Erickson. Sheehan Ahmedi. Muhammad Salem with 2 points. Tyson Chandler II with 6 points, rounding out scoring for Allen. And that is going to do it here at Game One Sports Network. As we wrap things up, we say thank you for tuning in to another Highland Park basketball production here by way of Game One Sports Network. On behalf of Game One Sports, my name is Matthew Bryce, and we say thank you to the Highland Park community for allowing us to come out and serve. Ty Owens, the cameraman and engineer who put this production together. Great job, brother. You were wonderful. I appreciate you. Fred Garner, we say thank you as well. And to everyone on the Highland Park team, Joe Maldonado, we say thank you also. Again, my name is Matthew Bryce, and on behalf of Game On Sports, we say God bless, and we say game on.